Welcome to a demonstration of Quranic Quizzes e-learning platform. Quranic Quizzes has two types of accounts. One is for students and one is for teachers. So I'll start off by showing you what the students will see and what features are available for them. So if I scroll down to view the categories, you'll see on our website we currently have 9 categories available and over 2,500 quizzes. We have Arabic numbers, du'as and adkar, Hajj and Umrah, most common words in the Quran, names of Allah, the whole of the Quran section which is free for everybody, Quranic Arabic, Salah, and a Sirah section with more coming soon. So today what I'm going to do is just take you through the Salah section, and all categories are same in nature, so they will work in the same way. And as you can see here at the top we have a search bar where we can search through all the quizzes in the section. And on the right hand side we have subcategories. So we have the basic Salah course, wudu du'as, entering and leaving the mosque, and a few others. But for today we're just going to stay on all subcategories. So if I scroll down, you'll see with all of the quizzes they have a learn and a play button. And today we'll go through the dua upon completing the ablution or wudu. And if I click on the learn part, you'll see we can see the title of the dua itself. Below that we can see the Arabic writing. We can see the transliteration and the full translation of the dua. Below we have the word-by-word breakdown of the dua itself, so you can go through each word individually, and you can zoom in and out as you wish. On the bottom right hand side of the page you can see the play button where you can listen to the audio of the dua.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
So for the learn part, you can have your own content if you want anything from videos, audios, text, and images depending on your requirements. We can cater, and similarly the quizzes can be catered to your content. So from here we can go directly to play the quiz using the green button, or we can go back and press the play button we saw earlier, which is what I'm going to do now. So whatever was in the Learn tab is now converted into a quiz format to test their understanding, or even to help them learn this way if they prefer to do so. Word by word questions will come up, so in this case what is the meaning of ashhadu, and the 4 options below. So if we get this question right, I bear witness, you'll see it comes up with the correct screen along with the number of points they got. And the quicker you answer the question, the more points you'll receive. And this is ideal for when you're using the live games feature where students compete against each other, and I'll go through that a bit later. If you get it wrong, which I'll do so now, it tells you that you got the answer wrong along with the correct answer and what it should be. So what I'm going to do now is fast forward to the end of the quiz and it will show you the end screen. At the end of the quiz, it will show you your total score for the quiz. It will also show you how many questions you got right, in this case 3 out of 14. And if I click play again, there are a couple of configuration options. So firstly, we have the shuffle option. And for example, if the dua is Rabbana Atina Fid Dunya, it would usually come in the order of Rabbana Atina then Fid Dunya. But if you shuffle it, it makes it a little bit more challenging by rearranging the order. We have the remove duplicates option, and that's mainly for the Quran category. For example, in Surah Nas you have the word An-Nas multiple times, so rather than it coming up multiple times, it only comes up once. And finally the test mode, I'll give you a quick demonstration. Test mode is different to normal mode. As you saw previously, when you answered the question, it would give you the answer straight away whether you got it right or wrong. However, if you look at it now, it simply moves on and it gives you all the answers at the end along with whether you passed or failed based on the pass mark, which is currently set at 85%, and it will also give you the breakdown of each question at the end. So the other feature students have access to is the courses section, which is different to other categories. For example, we have the Sira course. So if I click on it, you'll see everything is locked apart from the first quiz, and that's so students play in the right order. So if you go into the first learn section for the characteristics of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you'll see we have all the content for the course here. So you can read through the course, and then if we click the play button to the next section, you'll see that by default we have made it mandatory that is in shuffle mode and in test mode. So the difference is now that they have to pass by 85% to continue to the next section. We also have another feature in the top left hand corner, so if they don't know the answer you can click on the icon and it can be made available for all quizzes that they can read while answering the question for comprehension. So now It's in test mode, so as you will see, you won't give you the answer. It will give you a pass or fail, and it will only unlock the next section when you have passed this one. As you can see, we have failed this test, so if we go back, you'll see all of the sections are still locked. So we can create courses based on your content and requirements, and they can go in a certain order which have to be followed by the students. Students also have access to their own members area. So if you go on the top right hand corner, you can see there's access there. There are two sections. We have the dashboard and the assignment section. So here on the dashboard, as you can see, it tracks all the students' activity on the website. We can see the student has completed 9 quizzes, has spent 5 minutes on the website, their score, as well as any live games or assignments they have completed. We can see the details of each quiz. We can see the name of the quiz. We can see the date and time they started and finished, how many questions they attempted, and of them how many they got right and how many they got wrong, as well as their final score. Now if I click on the quiz itself, it will give me a breakdown of every question and if they got it right or wrong, and as a teacher you will be able to see all of this in the teacher's reporting dashboard, which I will be going through in a moment. Students also have access to the assignment area where teachers can set quizzes as assignments, and they will be displayed here, and again everything gets recorded and the teacher will be able to see that in their reports. In our app, which will be coming in the next few weeks, this will be a push notification, so anytime a teacher sets an assignment, they will receive a notification on their device. So that was the students section. So now if I show you the teacher's account, this is what is available to them. Now they can access any of the categories too, but we can also hide certain categories for your institution and tailor it to how you would like it. For example, if you don't want your students to have the most common words in the Quran section, we can hide that for you. And like I mentioned before, as well as removing categories, we can also add your own content as required, which will only be seen once a member of your institution logs in. We can also change the logos on the website for your institution when they log in. Now teachers have slightly different access. They do have access to all the quizzes, but if I go into the members area, you have access to a few different tabs which I'll go through now. On the left hand side you can see the institution tab. So if I click on that and click on users, this is where you'll be creating your own students. For example, if we assign you 100 students, you can simply click add user, then you enter your first name, last name and password, and it's done. Very easy and simple, and you have full access to them, so you can create more, edit users and delete users from your page as you wish. The other option teachers get is access to homework and live games. So if we click on the quizzes tab, you get access to all of the quizzes on the site, and we can click the live games button for the quiz we want to host. So if we click the button now, so it's just loading now, and teachers have access to different configurations. So for example, we can choose auto start, we can choose wait for players as well, and at the bottom we can create the game. And what will happen is you'll receive a code at the top of the screen, which you can see here. We can copy that and give that to our students, who can then join. So if I show you by going on a student account now, at the top right you can see join a game. We can click on that, we can paste the game code, and we can enter the live game. What will happen is the first question will come up straight away. We can answer the question, and we're waiting for the instructor to progress. Now we go back on the instructor screen, the teacher screen. We can see the student has come up. We can see the question, we see the student got it wrong, and we can see the answer itself. So you can have multiple students at the same time, and it will rank them first, second and third. And there are multiple ways of hosting live games, so this is just one demonstration. You can also have questions displayed on your screen if you wanted to, and that's all available in the configuration section at the start. Another option was if you wanted to assign homeworks. For example, if I wanted to assign that same quiz as an assignment, I can just click the assignment button and set a deadline, as you can see at the top. So let's say we set a deadline for tomorrow, and then we can click on add. Then once we click on the assignment itself, we can add students to that assignment. So you can click one by one, or if you wanted to, you could just click assign all. And once that's completed, it will show up on the students page. And if I go over to the students page, you'll see that the student has been assigned some homework. So you can see here we have the assignment that's been set, the deadline, and if they've made attempts at it. So now if I go into the reporting section on the teacher's dashboard, you can monitor all your activity for your students. So you can see all the quizzes completed, time spent, and if I click on the students, you can actually go into individual students if you wanted to. You can go into individual quizzes at the same time, and you can also look at the time and date started, their progress, and how many they got correct. We can also set different parameters, for example a certain time period like the last month, and you can see how many live games they've played, how many assignments they've completed, and any courses they've completed. So that is Quranic Quiz's e-learning platform. Like I said, there are a lot of features for both students and teachers, and it can be all tailored to your content and requirements. Our app will be coming out soon, so if you have any questions, please do contact us. Jazakallah khair.